What's my first tip? There's so many. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I am late. This video's overdue, like always, with me. If you guys haven't already told by the if you guys haven't already been able to tell by the title, what's going on with my lash? This is going to be a kind of tips video, hair tips video. I did already do a video like this many years ago, and I don't even want to like recommend watching that video because it was my first video and I was so nervous, and I still am nervous recording like in front of a camera even though I'm by myself. But yeah, if you guys want to watch it, I will leave it in the cards above and also leave it linked down below in my description box. I feel like I gave some pretty helpful tips. People said they did learn a few things from me. I haven't watched the video in so long, and I probably won't ever watch it ever again because it was a bad video. Not it was a bad video, but it was an embarrassing video because it was my first video and I was just so nervous. But anyway, if you guys want to check out the video, I'll leave it linked down below. I still kind of do the same things and implement the same tips that I had given you guys in my first video. Things have changed. My hair has gotten longer. I have gotten lazier, so I'm not as like on point when it comes to like hair care. But I can give you my tips that I have been doing and the tips I have been using that have been working for me and my hair, and it helps it to continue to grow. Anyways, we're gonna get right into the video. Tip number one, I would say definitely hands down deep condition. Now, I'm not gonna act like I'm the perfect natural because I am not. I do not deep condition every week. I try to, but sis, I'm lazy. Like, I don't know what, and it's so much work to do natural hair. Like, it's really a full-time job, and I feel like the only reason why I'm more on top of it is because of quarantine. I've been more on top of my hair because of quarantine, because I have nothing else to do. Besides that, I don't deep condition regularly. I wouldn't say deep condition weekly. Something that I did come across and I did learn is from another YouTuber. I forgot her. I think it's like Curly Candy or something like that. I don't know, but she gives some great tips on how to grow your hair longer. I can't remember her YouTube name, but I know her name is Candy, but I don't know if it's like Curly Candy or something like that. But anyway, so what she had said was that she doesn't deep condition every week. She kind of keeps it balanced. So she'll do a deep treatment and then she'll also do a protein treatment, but like she'll interchange the week. So one week she'll do a deep treatment, one week she'll do a protein treatment. And so now that's what I'm starting to implement into my routine. So I just did a video on a protein treatment. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out. I'll leave it in the iCards above and also linked in my description box below. But yes, I did a protein treatment, and I feel like a lot of naturals don't realize how important protein treatments are. Actually, I'm gonna make that my second tip. Tip number two, protein treatments. Because along with deep conditioning, you want to have moisture, but you also want to have strength. And what I've noticed is that my hair likes protein, because I've never done a protein treatment until just now. Yeah, our hair needs to be moisturized, but our hair also, you don't want to over moisturize your hair. So I feel like if you're deep conditioning every week and there's no protein, like your hair is kind of gonna be over moisturized. That makes sense? So what I would suggest doing is deep condition 1 week, the following week do a protein treatment, and then the next week do a deep condition, and just kind of like interchange. So do a deep treatment every 2 weeks and do a protein treatment every 2 weeks. So when you're not doing a deep condition treatment, you do a protein treatment, right? Okay, makes sense, because it just kind of keeps your hair balanced, because people don't really do protein treatments that often. At least I feel like. And I feel like it's not that emphasized, it's not that important to people. People don't make it seem like it's that important, but it is important. Because what am I trying to say? Being that I don't do or I've never done a protein treatment, I have breakage, like all at the crown of my head. I don't know if you guys can't, I don't want to mess my hair up, but I have breakage, like honestly all throughout my head, but mainly at the crown of my head, because 1 year in college, I was just like, I'm a stressed college student. I have to do my hair. So now I'm taking like my stress and my anger on my hair. Now lead me to my next tip. And I'm being so rough with it that like, I'm pretty much, I'm being rough with my hair. My hair is kind of like not that strong to handle that, if that makes sense. And plus, you know, I was still deep conditioning, but I didn't do any protein treatment. So my hair was moisturized. My hair wasn't strong. Like my strands weren't strong. So I would start to have breakage, you know, because when you want to put protein in your hair to strengthen your hair. You want your hair to be strong. You don't want it to just be moisturized. You want it to also be strong as well. I hope this is organized. I hope what I'm saying is organized because I'm not sure how this is going to play out. So now this brings me on to tip number 3. Be gentle with your hair, and also like / don't do your hair when you're upset. I know that probably sounds like such a weird tip. I don't know, maybe if you guys heard it before, but that's a true statement. Like when you're upset, you know, and you're detangling your hair, and then your hair is getting mad and your hair is getting knotted, and then, you know, you're kind of getting frustrated with it, so you just kind of like yank the comb through, because I've done that before. Don't do it, sis. If you're having a bad day, if he ain't text you back, whatever it is, just do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow, or maybe just, you know, do a pre-poo or something like that. Like something that's not too much effort and not too much work. And that way you don't, you know, you can't take so much frustration on your hair. So I would say do not do your hair if you're like angry. I want to say upset, but if you're like angry or just like mad, like just annoyed or stressed out even, or frustrated, don't do your hair, because you're gonna end up taking your anger out in your hair. I've done it before, so trust me, it's a real thing. It happens, and that's gonna lead to breakage and a whole bunch of other nonsense that you just want to avoid. Like, make sure you're in a good state of mind. Clear out your schedule. Clear out the whole day. I set aside my Saturdays now to wash my hair. I have the whole Saturday to do my hair. And after, like, I don't plan nothing on Saturday. Well, now on Saturdays now. Normally on Saturdays I wouldn't do that because it's a Saturday, but we're in quarantine, so this is what I look forward to when the week is washing my hair. Set aside a specific day to do your hair. That would be tip number 4. Yeah, set it, like, make a schedule for your hair. It sounds so funny saying it, but make a schedule for your hair. Like, I'm telling you, when I say natural is a full-time job, you gotta take it as a full-time job because it's a job. So, you know, just like you clock in and clock out, you gotta clock in and clock out for your hair. So I clock in on Saturday mornings, and I clock out probably at like 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Only because I'm doing like YouTube videos and all that other stuff. But yeah, I treat my hair as, you know, a job, because I realize, you know, how me doing certain things and the tips I'm giving you guys is what I've learned just from like my own mistakes. So I realized that by lacking in like tip whatever results, you know, in breakage or snaggly ends, you know, or split ends, some form of like damage hair, like not really damaged, but like kind of damaged. Now I try to set a schedule for my hair, so I know if I'm gonna do my hair Saturday, and I always shampoo. Before I was just, you know, straight co-wash girl, but now I shampoo because we use a lot of gels. At least for me, I usually use gels and stuff like that, especially if my hair gets old. I just be slapping on gel. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I use a lot of gels, and I use a lot of product too. Like, I'm heavy-handed, so I don't want to have product buildup, because if I have product buildup, then my results don't turn out the same. My curls look different. You know, they look limp, and my hair looks dull, and I don't want that. So I shampoo my hair every week, but before I shampoo, I know I'm going to shampoo, so I pre-poo on Fridays, mostly. Not always, but like 9 times out of 10. Like Fridays, I'll pre-poo. I'll get an aloe vera plant, and I'll maybe get some olive oil, avocado oil, or black castor oil, and so I'll pre-poo with the aloe vera plant and the oil, and I'll let that sit in overnight. That way the next morning my hair is already like detangled. It's a little more easier to like manage, and then I will shampoo. I'll go in with the shampoo. After I'm done shampooing, depending on like what I did to the week prior, whether I deep condition or did a protein treatment, will determine what I do this week. So let's say, for instance, I did a protein treatment today. So that means next Saturday I'm going to do a deep conditioning treatment. So I would shampoo and then do a deep condition, and then I would rinse that out, and then I would style my hair like as normal, such and such and such. So it's kind of like you have a plan, you have a set out, you know, you have your shift plan out. Like, I'm trying to give y'all an analogy to understand that like it's really a job. Like, naturally, it's really a job. Minimize heat. that'll be tip 5. Keep heat to a minimum, and I mean minimal. Like, I straighten my hair probably still. I think I even said this in my last hair tips video, which was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I straighten my hair once a year. Like, that's it. Or really like a special occasion, which is pretty much like once a year. After that, one time and done. I don't straighten my hair often because, one, it's harder to manage straight hair, you know, with like the weather is just like all over the place. Like right now I'm in Maryland, so the weather is just like all ups and downs. Like one day it's raining, one day it's 75 degrees outside. So I don't feel the need to straighten my hair, because when my hair is straight, I have to keep fixing it and keep doing stuff. So I prefer not to wear my hair straight majority of the time. There's also things like blow drying your hair too. I know people like a lot of like blowout styles. Me, for one, I'm too lazy to sit here and blow out my hair and then start to style it after. So I don't do a lot of blowout styles. The most heat I'll do is what's it called, sitting underneath the blow dryer, sitting underneath not a blow dryer, sitting underneath a hooded dryer. And it's not like direct heat, like on like say like a single strand, as opposed to like a flat iron or a blow dryer. Like that is direct heat. Sitting underneath a hooded dryer is just kind of just like airflow to your hair. So that would say that is okay. And I'll put it usually on like medium to like low setting. Sometimes I'll put it on super high if I'm like in a restaurant, like sitting here for forever. But other than that, I really don't use heat like that. Heat, you know, it weakens the hair, so I would suggest to just stay away from it as much as possible. If you straighten your hair like 5 times, or maybe even like, I remember at first when I first started going natural, I would straighten my hair like every 3 months, because I just came from relaxed hair. So having all this going on, I'm just like, I don't know what to do about it. So I was comfortable having straight hair, so I would straighten my hair every 3 months, which was okay. My hair wasn't damaged or anything like that. It was still growing healthy. But then over time, I'm just like, you know, I didn't really care to have straight hair because it would always get frizzy or messed up because it's humid outside or whatever. There's a little boy outside, make sure you're not staring at me. It started to turn into like every 6 months. So I would say if you were me and you like, so if you're like that person and you straighten your hair like once every 3 months, try to make it maybe once every 5 or 6 months, twice a year, and then bring it down to once a year. I once challenged myself to go a whole year without heat, and it's just like, I feel like once you get past like that comfortable state of, you know, continuously straightening your hair, like say you're used to straightening your hair every 3 months, and you go like maybe 4 or 5 months and you don't straighten your hair, you're just like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. Like you really don't miss it. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but you know, I feel like you really start to miss it less, and you start to really embrace your natural hair. Maybe that's too deep, I don't know, but yeah, I would say try to minimize heat as much as you can. Challenge yourself. Try to challenge yourself to go a year without heat, 6 months, like whatever you feel like is a challenge for you. Challenge you and challenge your hair and just see what happens. Like just see what happens when you go 6 months or even a year, 2 years, like whatever you feel comfortable with, without heat. And I promise you, you're gonna see such a difference. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight, but you're gonna see you're gonna look back and be like, wow, like your hair's gonna grow, your hair's gonna, just take my word for it. If you try it, let me know, come back, let me know how it went, and I promise you're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me. Tip 6, I would say protective styling, of course, is always a great tip, especially if you're lazy. My whole first semester of sophomore year, I did nothing with protective styling. I was not dealing with it. I was just like, because it's like your second year in college is when it gets real. So I'm just like, I don't got time. I'm gonna wash it, I'm gonna deep condition it, I'm gonna put some twists in it. I'm gonna take me some like hair, like some braiding hair, wrap it in a ponytail, got a little braid bun action going on. And it worked, and it was cute. And if I have pictures, I'll like insert pictures here. But yeah, it worked and it was cute. My hair was growing. So I would definitely say protective styling. There's if you guys want me to do some videos on protective stylings, I can, just let me know. But protective styling is definitely, I have like 2 now. I have the Faux Locs video, which is more time consuming, but it lasts longer. And I also have the Passion Twist video that I just posted. I'll leave both videos linked in the description box below. Also in the iCards as well. And if you guys are still with me, because I don't know how long this video is going to be, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video if you guys want more videos like this. So protective styling is a great way if you want to just try to grow your hair. Buns, like, it's slow manipulation style, so you're not like tossing and constantly tugging at your hair, so it gets to kind of like, you know, relax and just do its thing, kind of thing like that. Braids, I know mini twists are now a big thing. I just don't have the energy to sit here and twist my hair for like 6 hours. I'm not doing it. Maybe one day I change my mind, but right now I'm not doing it. So yeah, style like that, mini twists, I know mini braids, stuff like that, just where you don't have to touch your hair all the time. Like, you can just leave your hair alone, let it be, let it first, let it do its thing, basically. Chop, cut it off. Trims. I've learned to like trims. So the thing about trims, I feel like there's no, or you shouldn't have like a set time where you feel like you should get a trim. You should kind of just know when your hair, like, okay, I think it's time for a trim. Like right now, my ends, when I do my hair, I don't know if I showed you guys in my previous video, but my hair will like snag. Like, I'll run the comb through my hair and it'll like snag again. That means I'm due for a trim. So yeah, I noticed that usually around like every 6 months is when I need a trim. So I get a trim like every 2 years, or if I just feel like my hair is just not at its best, I'll get a trim if I feel like it's needed. So I would say trim as needed. If you're not sure, like, okay, I don't know when my hair, like, I don't know, or you're like a newly natural, you still know, I would say start off with like every 6 months. I feel like every 6 months is a good enough time where, you know, you split ends develop, stuff like that. Every 6 months, I would say get a trim. I'm honestly just giving you guys tips on what I do personally. I know people say stuff like, you know, oil your scalp and do this and do hot oil treatments. I don't do that. I don't do hot oil treatments. I should, but I don't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But, and I don't massage my scalp. Like I said, I should, but I don't. I'm trying. I'm working on it, because I know, you know, massaging your scalp is helpful, but I don't do that. So I'm basically just giving y'all tips on what I do personally to help my hair grow. Satin pillowcase, satin scarf, tip number, where am I at? 8. I sleep. Let me show y'all my pillow. Hold on. So this is my satin pillowcase right here. This she. Every night, because most of the times I don't feel like sleeping with the scarf on my head, but when I do, where's my scarf at? Okay, boom and boom. The goat, because if y'all, wow, I completely missed. If y'all do not go to sleep already with a bonnet, with a satin scarf, or a satin pillowcase, y'all are drying your hair out. Like, all that work, all that moisture, all that love, all that care you put into your hair, trash. All gone to waste. So please sleep. I feel like everybody knows, but I don't even have to say it. I shouldn't have to say it, but please sleep with a satin pillowcase or a satin scarf or a bonnet. So you have to protect your hair, because your hair wants moisture. Moisture equals growth and all that good stuff. So make sure you protect your hair. That should be without said, but I'm just got it out there for anybody who don't know. If you don't know, don't feel ashamed. It's cool. It's cool. But make sure you wrap your hair up at night. I don't know why I think this before. Learn your hair porosity. I'm telling you, learn your hair porosity. When I learned my hair porosity, it changed the game for me in natural hair. Like, learning your hair porosity, you'll get to know what products work for you, what techniques to use when applying your products, because it may not be the products. Like, I remember I've done like wash and goes, and I've done styles, and they just wouldn't turn out right. It wouldn't turn out like, you know, the YouTuber in the video, but it's just like, if you know your hair porosity, you'll know how you should be applying a product. Meaning, like, is your hair better to apply in the shower? Do you need steam? Do you need like a warm environment to apply products to your hair? Like, that's low porosity. I have low porosity hair. I need to apply like my leave-in conditioner in the shower. I don't do my wash and goes in the shower, because that would just take too long, waste a whole bunch of water. But I do apply my leave-in, and I noticed that when I started to apply my leave-in, my hair was a lot easier to style. My styles would come out a lot better. So I apply my leave-in conditioner in the shower as opposed to applying out the shower, because once I'm out the shower, you know, I have low porosity hair, and once the cold air hits, my cuticles start to close up. I can't get product through, so now I have like all this white product just sitting on top of my hair, and it's not really getting in. I'm not getting the style I want. I'm not getting the results I want. So learning your hair porosity goes hand in hand with learning how to style your hair. And you know, it's not all about the products. It's mainly your hair porosity. So if you have high porosity, you want to use products that are more geared toward high porosity hair. If you have normal porosity, you could probably, you know, go between either or. But if you have low porosity hair, you want to go with products that are more geared toward like low porosity hair, or you know, do techniques that are more geared toward high porosity hair, do techniques that are more geared to low porosity hair. So it's little things like that that can really change, you know, how your hair is turning out, basically. For those of you who don't know what porosity is how your hair absorbs water slash product. So if you have low porosity hair, and here's my, I'll do, if y'all want to see, if y'all want a more detailed video on hair porosity, like this video and comment down below and let me know, and I will get on that. But definitely want to find out hair porosity. It changes so much. It makes a big difference, and I promise y'all it makes a big difference once you guys find out what ways and what techniques to work for your hair. Because you could easily watch a YouTube video and be like, okay, she's, you know, applying, you know, her leave-in conditioner like right in front of me, right outside the shower, and then you do that and it doesn't, your style doesn't come out the same, or you have a bunch of like white, you know, products on your hair, when it's just like, really, you're low porosity, and you should be putting your leave-in conditioner, applying your products in the shower, or applying your products just, you know, around steam, or maybe have the I forgot what's called, but like the little steamer thing, you know. It's certain things, and maybe certain things that you may need that the person you're watching may not need to do, you know. So stuff like that, definitely learn your hair porosity. Tip number 10, my last tip would be to be patient. Be patient. I know y'all probably hate hearing that. I hated hearing that when I was watching a bunch of whole like how to grow my hair videos and stuff like that. I hated hearing the whole be patient. Like, but it's true. Like, I know people do like the rice water challenge and all this other stuff to try to get their hair to grow overnight. But baby girl, be patient. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna see the growth overnight. You have to sit and be patient. Also, don't compare. Comparison is like the thief of all joy. I don't even know if I said that right, but y'all get what I mean. Don't compare your hair to other YouTubers, cause girl, you gonna drive yourself crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, just be patient. It'll happen. Your hair will grow. Just as long as you're, another thing I want to add, be patient, don't compare, be consistent. This is all tip 10. 3 tips in 1. Be patient, be consistent, and don't compare. Okay? If you're consistent with your hair's gonna know what to do. Your hair's gonna know what to expect. Your hair's gonna cooperate. Okay? Because I feel like when your hair's not cooperating, you know, there's no type of consistency going on. So if you're deep conditioning regularly, if you're doing protein treatments bi-weekly, if you're doing deep conditioning treatments bi-weekly, and you're doing, you know, the leave-in conditioner in the shower, if you get your hair porosity right, you know how to, you know, certain techniques to do, like your hair kind of knows how to fall in line, your hair knows what to do, your hair is trained. Like, there is a such thing as training your hair. It's a real thing. Just like you have to train a doll, you have to train your hair, and you can only train something or someone with consistency. You can't, you know, you can't tell a dog or, you know, command a dog to do something one moment and then, you know, expect them to get it just like that. You know, it takes patience, it takes time, and it takes consistency. So make sure, back to the schedule thing, you have a schedule, you will remain consistent. So make sure you're on top of all that, and consistency, you'll end up seeing results. You'll end up seeing, you know, your hair just kind of knowing what to do before you really even do anything. Like, say you want to do a wash and go, as long as you're actually like really deep conditioning and you do like this certain techniques that match with your hair porosity, your wash and go is gonna come out like easy bam boom. Like, it'll be so simple. So those will be my top 10 tips. And those are tips that I actually implement like in my routine. Yeah, so those are my top 10 tips, my updated top 10 tips. Like I said, I do have another video on this from ages and ages and ages ago. If y'all want to check it out, I will also leave that link down in the description box below. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys learned something that a bunch of thousands other YouTubers haven't already said. If you did, comment below and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell button at the bottom so you can be notified. So you can be notified every time I post a video. I'm trying to start posting weekly, but don't hold me to that, okay? I didn't want to say anything, but I already said it, so it's whatever. But I do want to try to start posting weekly, so stay tuned for that. That's why you should hit that notification bell. We're gonna aim for Sundays, 1 p.m. every Sunday around 1 p.m. That's the goal. That's what I'm aiming for. We'll see how this goes. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.